Hi everyone, Jacqueline here. I'm at Home Depot. Let's see if there's any deals. I'm looking for coneflowers, but if I see something that catches my eye, I will buy it. But I'm looking for sale plants. Let's see today, it's a Sunday, if there are plants that are on sale. It's that time of year and they should be putting more out. Let's do it. Hello, how are you? Good. Just checking out what's being moved up out of the back. Looks like lots of little limes. That's awesome. They're so beautiful. If you're looking to add annuals besides your chrysanthemums to your garden for fall color, you can see here there are lots of petunias that are showing beautiful fall color, as well as begonias. You can mix things up and have beautiful arrangements going into fall that are still bright, cheerful, and not overly brown tones, which I think is the key to happiness in the fall. All right, we're gonna start here and just check out what they have. I'm seeing a lot of grasses. I'm also seeing roses. These are bloom Abels, everything that blooms roses. This is a raspberry cupcake, $34.98. And I don't know anything about this particular rose, so I'm not sure how hardy it is. I'll look it up and post it after. Well, I don't need to post it. It's a hybrid tea, so at least zone 6 and up. And you can see they could use some pruning. And we have some different ones here. This is Pretty Polly Lavender. And these ones are polyantha roses. Full sun, sweet. Once again, I'll have to look these up, but they're very cute. Look at those little blooms. Let's keep going. So Home Depot's moved all their roses up in here. We have bloomable brick house pink, $34.98. Loving that shade of pink. Here's some information on it. Let me know in the comments if you have seen these anywhere. Because these are floribunda, they are not going to be hardy in a cold climate. So once again, you're looking at 6 and up, maybe even 7, some 5s. So for me to grow these, or you to grow these in a cold climate, you would need to protect them for the winter. So keep that in mind. You can do it. It's just more work. And you can see there is a lot of them here. So like I said, Home Depot brings all the plants into a warehouse and then they distribute them out. Doesn't matter on the zone. So sometimes you get a lot of plants here that are just not suited. Okay, these are drift roses here. You can see them. This is a red one that I picked the tag up on. The $24.98 to zones 4 to 11. We can grow these. And the nice thing about drift roses is there's a very light, fruity scent to them. So these ones are coming out like this, and then they end up like this. So this is one I would add to my garden. Prefer to wait till they're on sale, but if there's a color that I'm smitten with, I will indulge and probably buy it. And here are the herbs. On the other side here are a lot of grasses, a lot of annuals, proven winners plants, some tuts. Here they got queen tuts, some bunny tails, corkscrew plants. Now we're into the perennials here, and I'm going to say right now we are going to kind of strike out on sale plants. There's a few here that I might be able to pick up 1 or 2, but I am not seeing a good option. So today was not a good day to come. But let's see. So the large containers of yarrow have been marked down to $8. So from $22.98 to $8. These I like because of the mixed colors. You can see what's happening to them. Like that one you wouldn't buy, it's dead. In here, we have lavender, not hardy at all. So it's a strikeout for plants today, which really sucks. So let's see if I can find something I want in the garden that isn't on sale, but is reasonably priced. Because sometimes in their aisles, they will start marking down on their signs their perennials. So here we have Russian sage, $13.98. Over here we're seeing sweet daisies. I believe these are not hardy for us. They are a perennial. And of course, when they don't say the zone, I would have to look it up. Makes me leery, but they're $11.98. Here, we're getting into the gaillardias, the spin tops. I really like these. They're short, they're full of blooms, they're very bulky, and they make great for a border and for color. These are what I have in my garden. I definitely want to add more of these. And in particular, I like the reds with the coral bells or heucheras, and the yellows with the black pearls, or together, mixed together. So this is Sunrita. These are $9.98. So, you know, for that price, I am gonna take a couple. You wanna take some that just have blooms that are gonna open, not fully in bloom. And I have a couple spots that I can put these. So here's a really good specimen. This is what you want to buy, especially if you're doing fall containers. These are perfect for fall containers. Mix them up, doesn't have to be chrysanthemums. So I'm going to take, I think I'll take 3. Let's look for another one. Doesn't have a lot of blooms on it. Go further back here. This is the way to go. So these are from my border, but I will come back to do some containers and share with you how I'm doing my fall containers, because if you want the blooms and you want them to spread and root in good, now's the time to start thinking about preparing for fall containers. So we'll take 3 of these just because I have the perfect spots for them that I need to fill some gaps. Okay, lugwort over here. I can take it or leave it. Millen. Here we have a couple of the Tirellas. These were on sale for a bit, now they aren't. That happens. Let's go down here, because those are all annuals. Oh, this is where they're hiding the cone flowers. So now, when you're shopping for sale plants, you need to be checking every other day, because like the staff don't tend to move a lot of plants on Sundays, but on weekdays when they have their full staff in, this is when they'll start going through the plants and moving them to the sale aisle. So here is a daylily right here. This is a no-name daylily. It's called white flower green throat. This isn't going to be a repeat bloomer, but it's a nice soft yellow. We do have some of the petite delphinium here in containers. They're still $19.98. And of course, we're seeing lots and lots of black-eyed Susan because it's fall. Those can go in containers too. These would be the centerpiece of your arrangements for fall because of the height. And then you could always throw some daisies in there. And some of these you can move into the garden. Those that are not hardy, like the Marguerite daisies in my zone, that might be hardy in your zone. Let's just pull out the tag. Shasta, -29. So if you don't get as cold as -29, these you could plant in abundance in your garden. Over here, we're looking at catmint. Now, I like this catmint. I like the way it's very tubular in shape. This is the blue purple Neptune. Love these. Definitely can put in fall containers and in the garden. Put them in your fall containers, move them to your garden in the fall. These are hardy to -40. They are a late bloomer, 61 centimeters high, and these are gonna look beautiful. Just look how nice they look with the daisies. So if you want that hot, bright fall color, put these with reds and purples and oranges, and they will be a stunner in the garden. So I'm going to take one of these. Now, when you pick these and they aren't on sale, pick a plant and look in the center here. Can this be split? Look at all the new shoots down there. Can this be split? Yes. So pick one that the pot is completely full. So this one's got a lot of gaps in it, you'll see here. So if we're going to pick one of these for our garden, we're going to go dig deep in here, and we're going to look for one that is easily splittable. So you're going to have to dig in here and have a look at what's going on in the plant. Oh, and you want to try to find one that doesn't have a lot of damage, because you don't want to take anything that's damaging these, or any plant for that matter, into your own garden, because you don't know where these are coming from. They probably aren't a product of Canada. But for me, oh, and the bumblebees are already in here loving it. I think that first one I picked up was actually best. There, we'll go with this one. There's lots in here worth splitting. I like that. Look how nice that'll look with the yellow. You can see the contrast already. So we're gonna take one and we're gonna split it. And that's the thing, you don't have to buy a bunch of catmint. You can buy one plant, split it, and every year split it, because they grow so fast that you can continue to split them throughout the season. And don't be afraid to split in the summer. If you take lots of root with it and give it a good soaking, it may shock a bit, but it will recover, because perennials are very tough. All right, let's keep going here. Dahlias. Okay, so if you need color in your garden, you want something for color like right now, dahlias are the way to go. So we are looking at a container of decorative dahlias. They are on for $8. So that's what I mean. Walk through the aisles when you don't see anything on the sales shelves and find plants to use. The thing about these is they are not a waste, because you can save the tubers, right? So find one that you really, really like. I mean, this is your chance to have pick of the crop. Here's the sign. It's been handwritten. And add it to your garden. So this is more of a labyrinth here. And on the tags, it will say what color they are. These are all yellow and peach. Let's see what this one is back here. It is considered yellow and peach. So they're gonna start out more peachy toned like that, and then they're gonna go yellow as they age. So let's go over here and see what it said in those containers. Now, one thing I will tell you about picking these plants in containers, the pots indicate a color. So for instance, this one here is indicating that this dahlia is a purple. The pot is purple. They do that with the peonies now too. The color of the pot indicates the color of the flowers. So that is really nice. You can add that to your garden and you know you're getting a purple dahlia. And some of these are cactus too. You can see here, cactus. It's a difference in the petals. It's really easy to tell. And then this is a peach Bellini, yellow and peach. And then here we got pink. So that means that this should be a pink dahlia. This is pink and yellow. So, which is interesting because all these are yellow, but you can see there is a hint in that petal. See that hint in that petal of pink? So that's what you're getting with that. Now, this is pink and red. We do not have an example of it, but we have a dahlia that is going to be very interesting in color. And this will be $8 as well. So, just for shit and giggles, I might take this just to see what it does. It needs to be cut back. And here's a good example. Here's one that the flowers are off of the stem right here, but look at right there. Right down, see if I can get it on camera. Right down in here, you'll see it right there by my fingers. There's the bud for the new flower. So you want to cut this all off right here. Cut this stem right down to where the bud is. Just don't take that little bud right there. Leave it and clean the rest of this up, and you got a plant. So I'm going to take that because I'm just curious to see what it turns out to be. And if I like it, well, I will save it. If I don't, it's $8. You know, quite honestly, I can go to Starbucks and spend $8 on fancy coffee and I wouldn't have anything to show for it. Well, except I'd be very happy. Okay, this is another peach. It's looking really spent. Cone flowers, here they are. These are not on sale yet. This is what I'm waiting for. I wouldn't mind some of this color in my garden, although it's not as spectacular as the other colors. This is the Echinacea Sombrero Blanco. So it means it's white. But you can see here, there is a hint of the chartreuse green. Oh, and look at this, you guys. We don't see much butterflies in Saskatchewan, but I definitely want to get this on video. Ah, I scared him off. Oop, he's fluttering around my head. Oh, he's back. There he is. See if I can get an overhead shot. The heck with taking a plant home. I want to take him home. I don't care what kind of butterfly they are. I just love seeing them. And I've seen my first dragonfly today, you guys. Very exciting. Okay, now we're going to go back over and see what this stand has on it that I missed. And just down this side, you're going to see a lot of ground covers and more lavender. That isn't hardy, but it's okay. Oh, wait. I got two places I want to be at once. So let's start with going back here. I just spotted something. I spy with my little eye more cone flowers and just want to check the sign. I don't think they're on sale. Okay, so these were really red when they first put them out here because they were for Canada Day. And you can see on the tag, it says Canada Day Echinacea, right? Good to -34. So these are good for my climate because our temperatures have changed in that. But you can see now the coloring has changed down to almost an orange with a hint of fuchsia in it. And when they start out, they look like this. So look at how gorgeous they are. And then some, when they start having their petals kind of go downward, that means you're coming to the point of being spent. These are the heads right here that you're going to want to collect the seeds on when they dry. You can pick them early and dry them. So, you have that option. So there are a lot of them here. These will be going on the sales rack. It's just a matter of when. And look at this. You can split them. Here's a sign right there. There's a whole separate plant right there. So don't be afraid. Some more here. And then we're into the succulents. Now let's go back over where I've seen that shelf of perennials and see what they do. Also, there's a few ferns out here. They got all the tropicals out here. If you buy houseplants outside, you must treat them. Get rid of the soil, check the plant, maybe even take an insecticidal soap, spray them down. Because if you have houseplants in your home, even if you don't want an infestation. And because these have been sitting outside, you don't know what you're going to get. But another thing is, buying them now, you have to worry about them being frozen on the way home. So houseplants are a big issue here in Saskatchewan. You have to buy them on a warm day in the winter, or they're not going to make it to the car. I've had times where I've had Rob pull up with the car just to get them into it so I don't lose them. But we have a lot of nice plants here. Look at these. But you can see we have damage. So be aware of that. I mean, you can still buy the plant, just inspect the leaves really well and remove anything that is damaged. If it's overly nasty, get rid of it. Once again, you can split these. There's a new plant forming off the roots. Lots of options here. So these ones look not too bad. Once again, damage on the leaves. And this is what we're watching for when they've been outside. This one has a little bit here, not a big deal. Sometimes they like our climate, sometimes they don't. But make sure you're inspecting them. Same with the banana plants. I love these. I would like to take one home, but not today. They're $34.98 too, in case you're wondering, for the bananas, and the other and the snakes are 34. Yeah, we went from $24.98 here to 34. They aren't bigger pots, but for whatever reason, they're priced higher here. All right, let's go over there. Rob's being so patient and waiting for me. Very kind of him. I asked him if he wanted to come just for a walk. I know we have stuff to do, but you can't work all the time at the garden. Sometimes you gotta take time and smell the flowers. All right, more gaillardias, more of the catmint. Loving it. Oh, spin top. These are gonna come home with me, some of these eventually here. These are gonna go on the front boulevard. Look at them. Aren't they pretty? And Yarrows, $11.98, people. $11.98, yep, on these. Okay, now we're gonna do a quick outside run. Now, one thing Home Depot does that other stores don't is sometimes they put bags of mulch that have accidentally ripped open on sale for $1. And you will see them on that empty pellet right back there. And you can pick them up. Sometimes they're only missing a smidge of it. Hey, for $1, what do you get for $1 these days? So that gives you, you know, if you're looking for certain colors, sometimes you find it there. They go fast. It's kind of like the sale plants have went really fast today. Okay, so now we have our vines here. We have some hibiscus mixed in here. Hawaiian punch. I would treat this as a house plant or a deck plant. Take it in for the winter. $6.98. So these are the small ones. Personally, I like the small ones. And is this the only one? No, there are other ones. But I think they're all Hawaiian punch. Here we go. More of them. So they're mixed in here with the mandevilla. Yeah. These have the yellow center on them. Like I said, they will be hardy in your zones, but not in mine. And it says 8 hours daily sun, spring to autumn, and no zone. But I'm betting they're probably a 9 to 11 like the other ones. I know Proven Winners makes one that's hardy for a zone 4. I've never seen them here. Oh, now, if you want the cream of the crop, always look underneath the shelves. So for instance, we have one here. Hawaiian punch, but it's a red. So bend and search. You might find some pinks down here too. There's more of the Hawaiian reds and pinks. Be careful for spider mites for those in the house. They're notorious for it. Keep an eye on them big time. All right, bloom and easy. These are the hydrangeas. They're still $40. And quite honestly, they are not hardy in my zone. Once again, I wish they wouldn't sell them, but you need to be at least a 5 or a 6 for them. And we'll just keep going. They got some really big containers of them. Grasses, arrangements. Now, I'm gonna see if I can leave my cart here and then go outside and show you what the plants are. We'll see what he says. He's really a good guy. I'm sure he'll be fine with that. All right, I'll meet you outside in a minute. We are outside checking out what's left. So they're taking all the stuff out of here, and I just talked to Harry at the till, and they've gotten new stuff come in. So they said the place was almost empty a couple of weeks ago, and I haven't been here since that last video, and now they've got more in. But we can see pufferfish hydrangeas there, and they are $50, $49.98. Here are some of the hardier Proven Winners roses. Should be paprika. Oh, so easy paprika. Definitely hardy in a colder climate. There's a couple of them that are in this series that you can use in a zone 3 to 9. This is one of them. It's okay. To me, I've got it in my garden. It hasn't been the greatest performer. I mean, this is what you're getting for blooms. Personally, I wouldn't buy it again. They need to do better with this, though, with their roses, because they just don't produce like I'd expect them. We can see here a hydrangea tree. These are very expensive. See if I can pick it up. Oh, this is the ones in my garden that didn't do great. And these were the quick fires. And I mean, hardy zones 3 to 8, mine's 40. And I'm betting these are $79, $80. I think mine were, and I got them on sale. There's the price. Taking some abuse here. Here's another one. Yeah, they're the quick fires. You can see they're spent. I wouldn't buy these again. I'd buy the limelights. You live and learn. All right. Black lace elderberries. Wygeas. Monets. Potentillas. Here we go. Here are the limelight primes. Some of them are looking very spindly, and this is what you're going to get at this time of year. But look at the head on that. Isn't that beautiful? So these are sitting at $29.98 for them. We have some tree roses, not hardy, different shrubs, more of the endless blooms. I wish we could grow these here, but they're just not going to survive. I've tried them, but aren't they beautiful? You can see it says 4 to 9. I don't believe it. They just didn't make it, and I had more than one. Waste of money. All right, what do we got over here? So if you're going to look for hydrangeas, you got to come out to the side lot. You know what we're going to do though, people? People, everyone. I don't really like using that word, people. Friends, gardeners, is we're going to go check the north door just for the heck of it, for comparison. So more hydrangeas, non-hardy ones in our zone, but if you're in a warmer zone, definitely go for it. Because like 5s and up, these would probably do just fine, and they really are beautiful. All right, so you kind of get a glimpse of where we're at here. These bigger pots of the hydrangeas, limelights here are $50. That's what I mentioned earlier. Here's a whole stack of them. All right, let's go quickly maybe check out the other store and see if they have deals or not, because sometimes they do. Okay, we're at the North Home Depot, and they got plants outside here that are on clearance. It's a totally different situation. That's why when I'm on the hunt for stuff, I will check both Home Depots. You can see the sign right there of the plants that are on clearance. So we're going to stop here, and then we'll go inside and we will have a look. But they even have shrubs here on special. And my cart is very noisy, so you'll have to excuse it. So I see Russian sage on here, a lot of it. Okay, so we're talking $3 plants here. You can see them here, and that's the Russian sage. Down here we have salvias. We have some of the ornamental onions here, and they are $3. Over here, and I'll come back to this shelf, here are the shrubs, and we're seeing like Berbers, $10. All sorts of different evergreens, bird's nest spruces, $21, $24. We have here junipers, $7.20. They have a mix of stuff. Agastaches down here. It was like the one I got the 1 week, and obviously it's free. No price. Alberta spruces, $21, $24. This is a dahlia. Oh, this one's $5. So you see, not even the store's price in the same. This is $5, and that's the one I just bought. I paid $8 for. So you got to look around for sure. But if you need certain things, you're just going to buy it. All right. Blue, purple catmint. It looks good. Yes. I mean, if you're looking at how to pick them, you're looking for green foliage. So these are coming home with me because I do have lots of places for them. This is the kitten around. So these are smaller. So these are great at the front of a border. And they have a bunch of them up here. Just kind of go through them. If they're really dead, then you don't want them. But if they look good, I mean, these look decent. You're gonna cut them back. You guys have seen my videos. If you haven't, check out some of my videos from last year, how I prune back all my perennials when I get them on sale. That's two. I mean, what else do we have here? Just the heck of it. Okay, so this is the blue shades. This is the taller one. Love it. Have lots of it with my black pearls. Heucheras. $3. These are all $3 plants that I'm picking through. Salvias are $3. This is the May Night Blue. More of the onions. I got a whole bunch of these for $3 already that were in really good shape, actually, that they had marked down. Here's more the blue shades catmint. This is the one that blooms really early. I like it when I can make my dollar go further. I bet you guys do too. I mean, it's not rocket science. Here's the agastache. It's on the sale rack, but it's marked $14.98. You might get to the till and it's on sale. Here's another one of the cats. See, I should have bought these instead of the one I bought. Oh well, there's always a home for things to fill in. So this one looks really good. Look at that. Like compared to these and to these, I mean, look at that. You can just cut it off. Cut the spent blooms off and away you go. But see, they got the nice throats on these. It's definitely more is better. And once again, upside down, $3. Okay. So this is how I make my plant budget go further. You got to get down here and dig through them too, because they always have stuff on the lower and they don't necessarily move it up. If you're looking for Russian sage, it's $3. It's the crazy blue. Down here, we're into the salvias. A lot of salvias in the lower row. Noble Night, so it's gonna be a purple, a dark purple. I mean, we can just tell by the name, right? Here we go. Sylvester Blue. Catmint, $3. This is a smaller form. I like the big ones though. Ah, gonna have to bend. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bring them up and I'll help these guys out. I think we got a daisy over here too. Ah, sweet daisy, yeah. Here's one. I hate it when they don't put information on. I should have looked that up before I came, but I didn't know if I was gonna luck out or not. Okay, let's go back down here. See if there's an easy way to get in here for the plants. These are oh, I bet you these are daisies. Yeah, they're not marked off. I think they're all salvias down here. A lot of salvias. Oh, somebody's phone's ringing. Yeah, it's a lot of salvias. Tempted to buy that agastache because it's a honey yellow and see what they say at the till. Oh, here we go. Crazy blue, lavender blue. This is a Pervowski right here. Pervowski. Ah, it's not bad. And okay, if you're looking for some succulents, here's Dicentra. Dicentra here, Valentine, red and white, $3. I got a whole bunch of these too. I haven't got them in. Those are good for a border. This is ground cover, Wheel of Wonder, $3. Yeah, I think that's all we want in here. Let's go inside because there's might be other racks. I mean, these guys are notorious for putting stuff all over. So the hunt and search is on. So Harry was saying, you know, they're going to start clearing stuff out big time that time of year. So start checking frequently if you're looking for plants. Hello, how are you? Good. Yeah, start checking frequently. Now in this store, this is the north one in Regina. I'm just kind of showing you. So go around, totally different layout. Big time. And a lot of plants here. Compared to the east side, look at this. Look at all the plants. Oh, the begonias look so nice. And look at the mums or chrysanthemums. I mentioned they had them at the other store. They got them here. We might have lucked out and found a stash of plants here, you guys. I am so excited when I see plants. Oh, these are all agastaches. Look at them all. Oh, we got dianthus here. Delphinium. See if I can find the guy. I don't see no sale prices on them. They might not have marked them yet. Sometimes if they aren't marked, but you see them separated like this, if you ask, they'll say, yep, they just haven't gotten to marking them. Which ones do you want? Haha. I don't know where he went. And the staff out here. Excuse me. These plants over here that look like they're on sale, they're kind of starting to die out. Are they on for like $3 or whatever? Or you guys haven't gotten to marking them down yet? Like the ones outside? Because they should be the same, because look at them. They should be like these.
Yeah, the price is same price.
Still the regular price?
Yeah, still the regular price.
Okay.
Maybe,
Yeah, because they look like what was out there.
yeah. Maybe probably they'll keep them here for a while.
Okay.
And then after they'll put them on sale.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I got a few anyhow. That's a good start. But I was showing my viewers for my gardening channel, you know, where to find the deals. And I seen these and I thought, oh, we hit the jackpot, but maybe in a couple of days.
Yeah, a couple of days, probably. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Do you want to be on camera?
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I always ask people if they want to be on camera because maybe they don't. So we're just going to go through here. And like I said, sometimes in the aisles, you find that little gem or something on sale. It's that time of year. And sometimes you find something, and I just spotted something that I might have to have. Look, what do you guys see in front of me? Ho, ho, ho. Beautiful. Even one bright pink echinacea double scoop watermelon juice. Woohoo! Oh, okay, you guys. You really think I'm going to go without getting at least one? Let's try to pick one we can split. This one's kind of bent up here. You can't split that. Look at that. This one's getting side shoots. I would say it's got some water spots on it, but that's worth coming home. Look at that. Here is another one. These aren't on sale, but this is bright red. These are in smaller containers. You see it here. And this is the strawberry deluxe, 14. You know, definitely cherry pick what you want in here. Coreopsis here is $7.98. Here are some of the Nepta that are looking good. They still have lots of peonies here. The other store did not. Yeah, I like that. So let's see what we spent here. 15, got to pay full price. And then I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at 3, so that's 15. And because I'm a glutton for punishment with my budget, I'm taking this one. I'm wanting to fill space. I'll pick all this crap out of it right now. You don't need those weeds in your garden, man. Why transfer stuff if you don't have to? I'm sure there's seed in there, but this is what I tend to do. What do we got here? We have smaller. Okay, so here are the smaller containers of the peonies. These were what the regular price was, and then they had dropped them to 6. So that's kind of what you're going to see. Some empty racks here. Do we see any piles of any mulch or anything on sale? No. Somebody's water bottle. Oh. So we got dahlias down here, a lot of the same stuff you just seen with me. Let's go down the aisle with more perennials and coneflowers. Oops. All right. So they have quite a few here. They aren't on sale yet. And their petite or dwarf delphinium look really nice. Some good colors in here. 1998. Isn't that pretty? Loving it. You know, so I've seen people on YouTube videos, they find a broken piece and they take it home. I am not that person. I don't think that's cool. Because technically it's still the property of Home Depot. All right. So this is Summer Splash, Tangerine Orange. This is definitely one I like, 1998. You can see a whole bunch over there. There's no signs showing these being on sale. Here is a whole bunch more, 1998, including Black Eyed Susans. I love these. I do love these. Summer Splash, again, golden yellow. Beautiful. Aren't these a fall favorite? Black Eyes. Black Eyed Susans. Look at how huge these are. And I'll just show you my hand. They put on a good show. I like these. These are mixed containers of the coneflowers. There's a Cheyenne Spirit and they're yellow, pink, and red. These are good deals if you can, you know, get them a little bit cheaper on sale, because you're getting a variety of colors in here. You can see it's kind of like the Yarrow that had the mixed colors. They're also doing them in the coneflowers. Some tangerine oranges here. You know, we got the beautiful red orange combos, yellows, whites, that kind of thing. There's another beautiful petite delphinium. Look at that color. That is considered Aurora, 1998. I mean, these are only going to get about 10 inches high, but aren't they a showstopper? Very pretty. More echinacеas. We have hit the jackpot of coneflowers, echinacеas here. So many. These are more expensive, $29.98. These are the white pots. Those other ones are the colored pots. So you can see a price difference here. These are the Canada Day ones. Look at all of them here under the table. Lots. It's still early. Here's some more. They're just beautiful. These are not on sale yet. Gaillardias. I love them. Last year, you know, was the first year I planted these. Got them on sale. I thought, take a chance. They're perennials. They should live. Oh, here's the black pearls. I don't think they're on sale. Definitely want some more of them. And I think these are animums. Oh, and here we have Veronica Magic Show. Love that one. That color is just fantastic in the garden. Goes with pinks, goes with purples. And here we have more Gaillardias. In here, bee balm, succulents over there. Daylilies. These are no-name daylilies, $7.98. You know, if they're in bloom, you'll see what you get. If they aren't in bloom, you're not going to see what you get, because they're mixed, they're colors. They might say this one is Fran Hall's red by yellow. Oops, there goes my card on me. Hold on here. Just want to see what this one is. Burgundy Eye. That is Burgundy Eye. So, yeah, I'm really giving you guys a show of the plants and how to find them, and by doing two shows, two stores. There's Beard's Tongue. Beard's Tongue, the word I don't say very well. Penestum. Not penestium, penestum. I think I said it right that time. And more plants. Not as much. This aisle's starting to clear out. But look how full this place is. It's great. Love it. And hopefully that music doesn't get me a strike with YouTube. That's the only problem. So I'm going to try to talk over it, talk a lot, and I'll probably have my own music in just because. Okay, so still some coral bells here. Lots of succulents. No worries there. Lots of everything. Lots of annuals, lots of geraniums. Don't see any really big deals on the pots. They're all regular price. Give it time. They'd rather sell them and take them inside. We do know that. All right, I think that's it. I got a few things here on sale, indulged a couple plants, and we're good to go. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm heading home. Bye.